turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
You smoke ganja and you defend someone who takes drug more than food. Dino Melaya berates Keyamo. That's Dino Melaya, a former federal lawmaker. Senator Dino Melaya from Kogi State has lambasted the Minister of Labor and Employment State, Festus Keyamo. That's Festus Keyamo will go and smoke ganja and will come on air and to defend someone who today is taking drugs more than food. That is his principle. Festus Keyamo has been appointed as spokesperson of Tinubu and the APC presidential campaign organization. Tinubu APC presidential campaign organization. Festus Keyamo, he is currently the Minister of Labor and Employment State. And one begin to ask and wonder, a minister who's supposed to be serving Nigeria as a minister in the capacity of serving Nigerians, irrespective of political parties or affiliation, is now a spokesperson of a spokesperson of the campaign organization of the APC or Tinubu. Someone who's supposed to be neutral. Of course, he's a minister. He's a minister. He's not supposed to be partisan. Yes. He's supposed to be doing his job as a minister while politicians are doing their thing. But look at what they're doing. They have appointed him as the spokesperson of Tinubu APC campaign presidential election organization, whereas he's still the Minister of Labor and Employment, though they say he's a junior minister. But he went on air to say that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the forthcoming elections, talking about Atiku Abubakar, that he is not qualified to lead Nigeria. He said Atiku is not qualified. He has not held any executive position where he directly supervises and directs activities and governance. That he has only been an adjunct. Yes, a deputy or a surrogate, if you like. A surrogate. He said Atiku is a surrogate. He has been a surrogate and has not held any executive power or authority to actually make him to have the needed experience and for Nigeria to have known his capacity and antecedents and to weigh himself very well and to actually make a declaration on him. Talking about experience. He said the man has just been a vice president, an adjunct, a surrogate. But when he was responding to him, Dino Melaya, who is also a spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar, who have taken a former senator. This man, he lost his primary election in his own state, his own senatorial district. I think that should be Kogi Central. He lost the senatorial election of the PDP. He lost senatorial primaries of a district, senatorial district. And he's coming here, he's trying to actually lambast or respond to Festus Keyamo. It is a good omen, yes. We like it. They should continue. They should watch more of their dirty linens in the public. We'll get to you what Keyamo said about what Dino Melaya said about Keyamo in full. We are coming to that. So he was actually responding to him. Talking about Atiku Abubakar, he said he lacks the capacity, he lacks the experience. That's what Festus Keyamo said. Festus Keyamo, you know him. He's a looter too. Festus Keyamo is a looter. He told Buhari that they will have to, do what they call guarding the people so that they will give them jobs. Yes. They give them jobs. And he said 1,000 persons from each local government in the 774 local governments in Nigeria will benefit from that job. He said he called it, I remember it now, Public Works Program. Public Works, SPW, I think. Yeah. Special Public Works. Thank you. Special Public Works. This man gathered this number of persons fictitiously, and the federal government approved over 800 billion naira for this project. Over 800 billion naira to pay 1,000 persons in each local government, in 704 local governments, that they are special public works employees, only for 3 months, that they will mend the roads for 3 months. Okay, what about after the 3 months? Who will continue to mend the road? Since the proposal you gave to the federal government was that after they will mend the road, they will mend and maintain roads for 3 months. After 3 months, what happens to the road? So the road should be allowed to be unmaintained, and nobody should carry for the roads. So what happens next to the roads after the 3 months? And they will pay 20,000 each month. For that 3 months, it will be 60,000 cumulatively. But almost 95% of persons that was recruited was paid that money I think that should be, yes, once. It was paid to them, 60,000 was paid to them. As I'm talking to you, the beneficiary of that program is not up to 40%. Whereas they released about 800 billion for that project. So Keyamo and the banks, they diverted the money. Keyamo and the banks responsible for this payment have diverted these funds to their personal property, personal affair, and personal pockets. You see, so that is it. But let us hear what Dino Melaya said to him directly. I quote now: "Ask Nigerians today what portfolio is Keyamo holding. Many will tell you that they don't even know the ministry he is working in because he is redundant, inactive, and not visible. Because he is not known as minister, he is mistaking his officer as a minister of state for the office of the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. No Nigerian who is educated and intellectually okay will abuse the office of the vice president of Nigeria. What Keyamo attacked is not Atiku Abubakar, but the office of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the number 2 office in this country. Because he has monetized his conscience. That is why he will not understand that the office of the Nigerian VP has some ministries, agencies under its direct supervision and oversight. That is why he will not know that in the absence of the president, the vice president is the acting president with executive power anytime the president is out of the country. So what he has done is that he has abused the office of Nigerian VP, even as a lawyer who should understand the constitutionality of that office. Anyone who has been a VP is fit to be a president. Can Keyamo also say that Atiku has not succeeded internationally as a businessman? Just because you are acting under Sekbe or under the influence of marijuana, you just smoke your ganja and you think you can just open your mouth and talk. Because you are defending someone who takes drugs more than food today. You are talking rubbish. I am going to challenge you to a debate. Nigerians know who you are. They know that you are a commercialized character, a failed politician. I challenge you to a debate. And when we sit down, I'll break you into pieces. That's what Dino Melaya told Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo said Peter Obi is more qualified than Atiku Abubakar. But Dino said, this man has been commercialized. He's a commercialized character. He's someone he has been bought over. He's a commodity. Anybody can buy. If you have the highest bidder, he goes to anybody who pays. That's what Dino says. While Dino is pointing one finger at Keyamo, 4 is pointing to him directly. Because all these things he's saying about Dino, about Keyamo, is guilty of all this. He's guilty of all these vices. He's reeling out, against Keyamo. Dino Melaya is guilty of all this. And he said he challenged him to debate. Nigeria is eagerly waiting for this debate. Yes, it's time to expose them.